Welcome to Roseland, a visionary multi-purpose center of community life named for the climbing red roses that once so abundantly grew in that property's meadow and woods and gave the adjacent Roseland Avenue its name. We envision the exciting possibilities of this development in several parts. The current large main Colonial Manor building is now over 50 years old and is in seriously declining condition. We see this building being raised and envision a new and smaller structure, but one that would enable our community to have a beautifully landscaped garden setting community center that would seat 300 to 400 persons for events ranging from business meetings to wedding receptions and other special events. With the recent and upcoming closures of several event centers here in southern Indiana, this type of facility could fill an incredibly important niche and also generate revenue for the city. As a part of this facility, we see dedicating a small area as a museum to New Albany's famous Gunnison homes, which were manufactured here post-World War II and are still in use throughout the world. Architects come from all over the country to see and study historic New Albany Gunnison home building as a defining movement in architecture. We need a place to preserve this part of our history, which is actually just as renowned as New Albany's steamboat building industry. So what could we use the event center for when we weren't hosting meetings or events? We would envision adaptable walls that would simultaneously allow us to use it as a center for creativity, a makerspace with places that artists, musicians, photographers, writers, and others could come to and utilize as temporary adaptable studio common space, a place to go to make things with secure bins to hold and hide supplies when full convention meeting space is needed. We see utilizing the large space to the left of what is currently Wolf Plumbing for the construction of a brand new Near North New Albany Safety Center. This center would replace the existing firehouse on Charlestown Road at Twin Oaks, which is also over 50 years old and in need of upgrading. We want to explore expanding a basic firehouse to include a spot for New Albany Police Substation facilities and a space for EMT units to park and mobilize. We can seek the help of FEMA in building such a safety center facility, sometimes with a 75-25 FEMA to community match. The presence of such a facility would go a long way toward assisting with the persistent crime and safety concerns of the neighborhoods and the businesses all up and down the Charlestown Road corridor. We would also envision raising the smaller and aging building that currently exists in the Colonial Manor parking lot, reconfiguring the space orientation of the whole parcel, and offering small two-story retail service, office, and cafe space, as well as securing space arrangements for any of the existing smaller businesses that would want to remain in the center. This would mean curating space that could also fairly immediately contribute financially to the development for the city. In the days when the Colonial Manor area was meadow and woods, it actually contained one of the earliest greenhouse spaces in this entire section of New Albany. So we envision picking up on that great history by creating a striking arboretum greenhouse with a New Albany flower and farmers market that would offer flowers in the spring and summer, pumpkins and mums in the fall, and greens and Christmas trees in the winter. Greenspace and creative landscaping dominates our design thinking and undergirds all of this. We see the green space as providing natural, beautiful barriers of trees and landscaping to more seamlessly knit together our adjacent neighborhoods and the new Roseland space. Our little group of neighbors and friends would like the City of New Albany to take control or ownership of the property from its absentee San Diego landlord. We would like the New Albany Redevelopment Commission to consider hiring our architect neighbor connections. Our neighbors have asked them what it would take to do a genuine professional planning study of that parcel of land. Such a study would cost $27,500, which amounts to just about $3 a person for the some 9,753 people who live within a mile radius of Colonial Manor. We believe this study and the subsequent securing of the property, demolition, and initial construction construction could be paid for out of TIF and edit funds, but we ask for this initial investment with Covert Hawkins Architects in Jeffersonville to jumpstart our dreams.